Audio Jungle.
What's poppin', everybody? It's your boy Sammy Socialite. Thank you once again for tuning in to Eating Sports Chat. It's season 2. We got 2 more episodes after this, and it's gonna be a break, and we're gonna get into season 3. I got some things going on in my life that are great, and I need to just take a little break, and we'll be back when football season comes back. So be ready this summer. Eating Sports Chat will be back. But on today's episode of Eating Sports Chat, baby, I got me some Memphis barbecue. I don't know if you can see it. I got some fucking spare ribs. I got some beef brisket, mac and cheese, and 1/4 white chicken. And we about to get into this. Today, as you can see, I got on my Matt Ryan jersey. Falcons legend, Matt Ryan. I'm going to get into that a little bit later. Right now, I'm about to go ahead and see what this food hitting on. And baby, I love me some mac and cheese. So in NBA news, right? In the NBA, my cousin, Lebron Wright, was killed back in 2010. For the longest, it was a mystery of who murdered him. And just this week, they finally sentenced Billy Ray Turner, which was his yard man, and his wife, Shara. We're going to call names out on here. They were both sentenced to jail. Shara got 30 years, and Billy Ray Turner got life for the murder of Lorenzo Wright. Rest in peace to my cousin, man. I'm glad that we're finally getting closure on this case, because for the longest, we knew the wife was involved, and she did all of it for $1 million insurance policy that they say she blew in 1 year. I mean, that's, of course, because when you're married to an NBA player, when they're playing in the NBA, they're making more than $1 million. So, whatever. I hope they enjoy their time in jail, because they deserve. LeBron James has officially become the number 2 scorer of all time in the NBA, passing Karl Malone. Congratulations, LeBron. You say you want to play until Bronny gets in the league. You might break number 1, but we're going to see. Yusef Nurkic was fined $40,000 for throwing a fan's phone. Now, apparently the fan was talking cash money to him, saying his grandma sucks, his mom sucks, all this. Now, mind you, his grandma had passed away. So, I don't see anything wrong with him throwing the fan's phone, because, of course, they were trying to go viral, like always. But he got him a little fine, and I'm not sure if the fans got, banned yet, but you would think that they would. Jamal Crawford. Shout out to Jamal Crawford, man. Jamal Crawford, he played for my Hawks at one point. Jamal Crawford finally has retired from the NBA after 20 seasons. And Jay Crossover is a legend. Shout out to him. Shout out to you, boy. So, today, unfortunately, I have to talk about the greatest quarterback to ever play for the Atlanta Falcons. As you see, I'm representing for Matt Ryan right now. This is a really hard day for me. Matt Ryan has officially been traded from the Falcons to the Indianapolis Colts for just a third-round pick. And that's it. And for all you that watched last week, you know how this went down. Deshaun Watson reached out to the Falcons and said he wanted to play for us. At that moment, we decided to pursue Deshaun Watson. We had him in the bag. Cleveland comes out of nowhere and offers him $230 million guaranteed. And so he decides to go to Cleveland. At this point, the Falcons had already told Matt Ryan that they were going to trade him. They pushed his signing bonus, his bonus for being on the roster back so they could facilitate a trade for him after we got Watson. We weren't able to get Watson. Still had to trade Matt. We traded him to a contender. Matt Ryan makes the Colts instantly playoff contenders. They have an offensive line. They have a running game. They have some receivers. Like, the Colts have a good defense. Like, Matt Ryan is going to be in the playoffs again this year. And, I mean, I'm happy for him because Matt Ryan is the best quarterback to have ever played for the Atlanta Falcons in our history. I salute to Matt Ryan. You know, I wanted to cry today and all that, but honestly, I love Matt. I've always loved Matt, and it's gonna feel good to watch him get a chance to possibly do a Matthew Stafford and go to a new team and maybe win a Super Bowl. So, am I still a Falcons fan? Of course. I'm always going to be a Falcons fan. Falcons till I die, baby. But I am rooting for Matt Ryan at the Colts. They're not in our conference. If the Colts win the Super Bowl and the Falcons don't make the Super Bowl, would I be mad? Of course not. Because we're now in super rebuild mode because the Falcons no longer have a quarterback. Oh, wait. The Falcons did sign Marcus Mariota. I don't know what Marcus Mariota is supposed to do, but we got him. He's tied to Arthur Smith from the Titans, so we'll see what happens with Marcus. I, for one, am not looking forward to being a Falcons fan for the next few years. It's going to be very rough. I watch football games with the hopes that my team could win every week when I had Matt Ryan, but now I do not have that same hope, and I do not know how football is going to be, and I'm not excited for it. So thank you, MVP Matt Ryan. Super Bowl taking the Falcons to Matt Ryan. All-time passer leader in Atlanta, Matt Ryan. Kudos to you. It's all love. I love you, and I'm going to miss you. I have this jersey. I don't know what I'm going to do with it, but whatever. Conversely, I don't know. But I'm going to move on from football and talk about the NCAA tournament. March Madness is here. Before I get into the men's, I will say that ESPN very widely publicized their women's March Madness bracket this year. And before they've always had it low key, but no one has known about it. They've been doing a great job advertising for that. Shout out to ESPN for giving the women's tournament some shine. But with this men's tournament, oh my goodness. I'm going to open my tournament app because the amount of upsets have been unreal. Right now, we're at the Sweet 16, but this weekend it kicked off. UConn, the number 5 seed, lost in the first round to New Mexico State. That was crazy. I had this on my bracket. I had Notre Dame beating Alabama. Alabama lost. They were 6 seed. Notre Dame was 11. That was an upset. Baylor ended up winning their first game, but Baylor was upset in the second round to UNC, a number 1 seed losing to an 8 seed in the second round. It was a crazy thing. Let me see. It was Kentucky. Kentucky was the number 2 seed of the tournament, and they lost in the first round to St. Peter's in an overtime game, and it was crazy. You just couldn't have guessed it. Michigan had an upset. They beat Colorado State. I had Michigan because I felt like they were gonna, win. Richmond. Yes, the Richmond Spiders, they beat Iowa in the first round. Iowa was a 5 seed. Richmond was 12. It was just so much craziness going on in this tournament. But it gets even crazier because not only did some very good teams lose in the second round, we had yet another top seed fall. Like I said, Baylor lost to UNC in this round. So now we await the Sweet 16, and we have to see what they have for us. It's been a crazy tournament. I still have Kansas and I have Arizona picked to be winners in my 2 money brackets. I'm hoping that they're able to pull it off. In more NFL news, at an NFL Pro Day, a Michigan prospect, David Ajabo, he tore his ACL. He tore his Achilles at practice. And so tearing his Achilles during his pro day, it's going to significantly drop his draft stock. But the real story of this is, while there are so many NFL scouts and people around, no one went to help him. He was on the ground, withering in pain. Nobody took the time out of their busy business schedule to go check on him. It's just immoral. It's just disgusting. So we're putting prayers up for him, and I hope he still gets drafted and a team gives him a chance, because what they did, that was not good. In Major League Baseball news, so like I told you guys last week, we signed a first baseman to an 8-year contract extension, which meant that Freddie Freeman was going to be leaving the Braves. So, Freddie Freeman, like I said, he wanted to be in California, and that's where he went. He signed a deal with the Dodgers. He got his little funky 6th year that he wanted. Kudos to Freddie. Go be you, Freddie. You did what you had to do. We won the World Series, but go to Cali, and it is what it is, bro. I don't got nothing to say to you, bro. So you on the street, Freddie? I ain't got nothing to say. And last but not least, my Atlanta Hawks right now went into Madison Square Garden, secured the dub against the New York Knicks. Them hating old Knicks. The Knicks that always talking about Trae Young, they literally booed Trae Young every time Trae had the ball. It was like, boo, boo, boo. They booed him. And Trey went up there and showed out. So shout out to my Hawks for getting that dub. This food has been great. It's your boy, Sammy Socialite. Once again, shout out to Matt Ryan. Wish you a great career. I hope that everything you do is successful with the Colts. And Falcons fans, just be ready. We're about to go through purgatory yet again. And there's no telling when we're going to get out of it. So cheers to the sorry Atlanta Falcons for a few years. And I hope y'all are happy because there was plenty of y'all that wanted Matt Ryan out of town. And now you got what you want. And now we stuck. So this has been Sammy Socialite on Eating Sports Chat. And I'm going to holler at y'all next time.